Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. My name is Sherman, and this is Wingin It. We're back. The semester is over, which means free time has returned, and with it, winter. It's cold outside, and there's snow dumping outside my window right now, and everybody is coping with it. Everyone's doing what they can to get through the winter so that it gets warm again. We are, and so are birds. And there's a number of winter adaptations that are going down in the bird world that are really awesome. The one that you probably think of right away is migration. So birds say, forget this, it's freezing cold, I'm going to go down south. I don't know if I buy into that narrative. The way I think of migration is that start from springtime. So springtime, there's huge food abundances all over, including Central America. So Central America has this huge biodiversity of plants and animals. So yeah, there's a lot of food down there, but there's a lot of competition too. So it's like Black Friday, and birds are throwing elbows here and there to get to the berries. And so a lot of them say, okay, this is crazy. I'm going to fly north where there's still food, but there's less birds. And I'm going to raise my kids up there where it's quieter, and I'm going to work hard to get up there, but then I can kind of take it easy and just passively get the food and raise the kids up there. So they do that, and then it starts getting cold down here, and they fly back down south to have a more passive, non-breeding season back in Costa Rica. So that's the way I think of migration. However, not all birds migrate. You might know this, that you look outside, it's not a barren wasteland in the wintertime. You still got chickadees and dark-eyed juncos and downy woodpeckers. And they also have unique adaptations to survive the winter. They've got downy feathers that are made, these wispy little things that are engineered to insulate. I mean, we harvest them and make our jackets out of them because they're so good at insulating them. And they've got them all over their chest, and they can puff them out in the wintertime and totally thermoregulate. So you might see like a bird perched out, and it looks like a bowling ball. It's just like a big puff. It's retaining its heat. It's doing what it can, and they actually enter into a state called torpor, which is kind of like a modified hibernation, that they can do it for a couple hours at a time. And so their metabolic rate way lowers, and their activity lowers, and the whole thing is that they're just keeping themselves alive. And a bird will actually lose about 10% of its body weight overnight while it's in this torpor state. And so you really kind of get this binary where the two most important things to a bird in the wintertime is regulating its heat and regulating its eat. That it needs to keep itself alive throughout the night by eating as much as it can through the day, and then just repeating that cycle and just waiting out until it gets warmer. This is why it's crucial to set up your bird feeders in the fall, late fall, early fall, start of winter, so that before it gets freezing cold, the birds establish a place that they can go to, and they might set up shop in your approximate area. They know this guy's dumping black oil, sunflower seeds all over his lawn. I'm going to hang out around here and just do that cycle. Regulate heat, regulate eat. So if you really want to do good things for birds, set your bird feeders up early so that they get familiar with it. There is something cool. You might know about this, that sometimes you'll see a bird standing on one leg. There's no muscle to keep their legs warm. And so what they have to do is they take turns. They stick one leg up and stand on one leg and warm it up, and then they switch it, and they do it for the other one. It's kind of cute. You see one-legged birds out there. My personal philosophy on this kind of thing, we are in a similar state in the wintertime. We are not distinct from nature, and we have cycles that go along with the seasons. And it's just the world that we live in that it's not acceptable to just cozy up and thermoregulate. We have to go to work the same amount as we do in the summertime. So our bodies and our actions are slightly out of sync in that we're in an energy conservation mode while still being in a year-round output. And this is where the concept of seasonal depression comes in. This has nothing to do with birds. This is just something that I believe in. Those are winter adaptations. My name is Sherman O'Brien. Thank you for watching.